Last time on Fast and Furious. Oh, hey, Ricky. Hey, I need to use your car.
Okay, why? What's wrong with your car?
Well, okay, so you see that building across the street?
No, no, and no. You are not driving my car through one building to the next in the air.
Whoa, hey, you don't know that, all right? Look, I'm just going to ask as an honest thing. I just need your car because my car's out of gas.
Oh, okay. Here are the keys.
Fuck yeah! Watch me peel out and do donuts in the parking lot. Woo!
I swear, I can't stand this bullshit sometimes.
Armageddon is almost upon us.
I got news for you. It's already here.
Hello, travelers. You are about to enter in a multiverse all about TV shows and movies. Welcome yourself into the Multiverse of Entertainment podcast. It's where we discuss news stories, deep dive discussions on topics, and enjoy some nostalgic entertainment as well. Now, here are your explorers, Mitch Workman and Ricky Palmer. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I peeled out in front of you like that. I'm sorry, Ricky.
Hey, you're fine. It's just I'm a little surprised because it's a Ford Escape. I mean,
I didn't know my Ford Escape could do that, right?
Yeah, it's not like it's my dad's car, which I think is a Challenger. But I mean, a Ford Escape. Let's use that as a Fast and the Furious car.
Watching Fast 10, watch them use that as a vehicle. I was like, motherfuckers, they're listening to us. God damn it.
Where's our money? Where's our money?
Hey, where's our money, Vin? Where's my money, Vin? Come on, Vin. Give me my money. Don't give me your I Am Group bullshit. Give me my money.
I was gonna say, give us some of that Disney money while you're at it.
Give us that Disney money. Give us that Disney money. I want to know, like, how much they paid him and how many times he came in and just said, I am Groot.
Oh, I'm
like,
sure. Go ahead.
I picture it's like Krusty the Clown, like the part where he's like coming in, just this voiceovers. This is how you do it. Hey, I'm Krusty the Clown. Hey. All right, that's Hollywood, kids. See it.
Yep, because it was when Lisa was gonna make her own Barbie doll, and he's like, okay, hi, I'm talking Krusty. Hi, hey, that's how you do it. We're ready for you, Mr. Krustowski.
Where'd he go?
God. By the way, before we get started, I thought of something the other day. I think we need to copyright something.
Okay.
It's called Off the Rails, because our show is always off the damn rails.
I know, we're trying to be professional as we can, and we just go, whoa, there we go.
Whoa, hey.
We'd like to thank Ryan from Fast and Furious for letting us borrow his 1998 Toyota Supra Turbo.
Now, wait a minute. Borrow? I mean, come on.
Okay, we'll give it back. I mean, it's not like he's going to use it lately.
Oh, dude, that's what I was going for. That's why I said not. I mean, we aren't really borrowing it. I mean, he ain't coming.
He ain't coming back.
Yeah.
He's gone. Get it? He's gone.
He's gone.
Oh, man. We're really going to get those Paul Walker fans to really just, fuck you, Mitchell. Fuck you. I hope something shitty happens to you.
Hi,
and I will tell... And I tell people, well, I buckle my seatbelt, so...
Oh, God. We're the attorneys of Paul Walker.
I know. Stop it, sir, or we will sue your ass.
Oh. Well, can't get blood from a turnip, so...
Oh, it's already dead. Cool. Oh man, we are this episode's already dead, like Paul Walker. I'm sorry, people. Okay, we should stop. I'll stop. Speaking of what's not dead, how about this announcement, Ricky?
Okay.
Geeks of Utah rejoice! It's the 10th annual FanX Comic and Pop Culture Convention, coming to the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah, on September 21st through the 23rd. Come see stars of the TVs and films like cast of Scream, Smallville, Charmed, Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings. I mean, you just have John Rhys Davies, who just got announced last week that's coming. So just check it out. You got authors coming and artists. Check out panels that can fit your geeky needs. Check out the merch booths of local and national merchants to fill your geek shrine at home. Trust me, this is where you want to go, people. It's fantastic. It's fun. We've been there a few times. We love it. I think the thing I love too, Ricky, is when you see like the celebrities they bring in for panels. I don't know, were you there that year where they had Chris Evans?
Yes.
Captain America himself? Yeah, I remember that.
We got picked for the lottery.
Yeah, we did. It was like a lottery pick, and we got picked. My wife, who love her the best, was the one who volunteered to wait for us there. And we got there, and he came out, and they interviewed him. And we had surprises from, we had Anthony Mackie, Falcon himself. We even had Agent Peggy Carter herself, Haley Atwell, show up. I think that was the same year we had Sebastian Stan there, too.
Yeah.
And this was like, I think it was just barely after Winter Soldier came out, too. So
yeah, and so people were like, they put the kibosh on that right away. They're like, we cannot talk about what we've just filmed.
Yeah, we can't tell you what we've done, but you know,
they're like,
but
ask
it was
anything
fantastic.
else. But now you are forgetting one thing. You kind of called me out on something. So I looked at our watches, and I was like, where the hell is Chris Evans? It should have started like 10 minutes ago. And you called me out, and you said, well, what if he's like with a Make-A-Wish kid? Wouldn't you feel like a dick?
Lo and behold, the reason he was delayed because he was beating Make-A-Wish kids backstage.
Yeah. Wouldn't you feel like it? Because I was like, I was getting a little mad because I was like, okay.
We're not going to get any time with him.
Yeah. So you called me out on my bullshit on that one.
I love that. Made Ricky feel like an asshole now. It's like, you feel like an asshole if you found out he's taking pictures of kids, aren't you?
Yeah.
But no, go. It's fun. Panels are fun. They do great stuff there. Check it out. That they have that. Check out hotels around you. You can stay there for the weekend. Have some fun. They have events going on around that whole weekend. For more info, go to saltlake.com for tickets and info on FanX. I gotta get that. I'll get that nailed down here shortly with the announcements.
Seriously, you're good though, because you sound like you're from like radio.
Hello, I'm from Showbiz.
Showbiz.
Maybe I don't know if people hear this and maybe they'll be like, "Hey, we should tell these guys to come to FanX." I'll be like, "Hey, cool."
Dude, if we ever got picked,
if we got picked, I'd be amazed. But
I would too. I wouldn't know what to say because I'd be in shock.
Yeah, I'd be like they're talking the whole time. You're just like, "Hi."
Yeah,
you'd be like Chris Farley. Hey, remember that time we were at FanX? It was awesome.
You didn't say nothing, Ricky. So it was still awesome.
It was still awesome. Oh man, we're excited. We're gonna have a good time with this episode because it's someone's birthday today when this episode comes out. Happy birthday, Ricky! Woo!
Yay! Thank you. I want to peel back the curtain a little bit on something. I remember one of the coolest birthdays I had was you did the same thing when we went to the bowling alley up on the base. You got on you got on the mic, which I don't know how you were able to get on the mic there, but you're like, happy birthday, man.
Maybe I convinced him, hey, I'm from TV, or I'm from showbiz.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, but happy birthday, man. I hope you are gonna have a fantastic birthday. Welcome to the vintage years, because it doesn't get any better than this.
That's what it sounds like. I hear it's, but I also hear some people say that even though you're in your 40s, you could still be in your 20s.
Yeah, a lot of late bloomers happen in their 40s, so
yeah, that would be me. I'm a late bloomer, so.
Mm-hmm. So who knows? Maybe something might happen. Maybe this podcast will get you somewhere. Yeah, we can only hope. Let's start this show. Let's have a good birthday celebration. Let's start the show off, shall we, Ricky?
Yep, let's go.
We got to think of something new for Hollywood, what we can bring to the table to show. You young man, what is something we can do?
How about we just remake something that's already made money and make more money?
That's genius. It's original and new. You're hired. Now it's time for R&R.
Oh man, we love this game. I think we should go to Hollywood and try to pitch this. But I mean, I know last time we had fun with the misery stuff.
That one. I gotta say, I know that we aren't real Hollywood writers, but I think both of our movies both of them were perfect.
Yeah. Speaking of writers, hey, we're for you guys at the WGA. I think you guys deserve your fair share. And screw AI if they take your job. Get those writers paid, because if it wasn't for the writers, we wouldn't have these stories to hear. So,
yeah, I did not know about that till a few days back, but I guess they're on strike again.
Yeah. So come on, man, pay those guys. They're great at what they write, and they make us entertained. So pay those writers. But yeah, I think you're right. I mean, we're not writers, but we could definitely pitch an idea. I feel like we're better than like people that were pitching like Air Bud with cocaine at Disney. All right, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a dog that shoots the ball with his nose. It's amazing. And then we could make him do football, and he'll catch the ball, which will be amazing there too. And then we're gonna put him in hockey.
Yeah, see, I was okay with the first one, and then I didn't mind the football one, but when it got off the rails, and you want to know another one, and I shouldn't use this because I could always use it for IMDb or something, but Angels in the Outfield were the same thing. It was really good, the first one, and then it just got kind of off the rails in the second and third one.
Yeah, I think it's just because they take that whole idea. It's like, how do we make more money? Well, let's not put it in theaters. Okay, what?
Yeah, because the first one I think was in theaters.
Yeah, because they did the whole direct-to-video.
Kids, remember when everything was direct-to-video and not direct-to-streaming?
Yeah. Oh, you kids don't know how good you have it.
Those were the days.
Yeah, but no, we decided to take a recast remake. And just an announcement that happened a couple weeks ago with HBO Max becoming Max starting next week. We decided to do Harry Potter TV series. Now, right now, nothing's been cast yet for the TV series for Max, but the only detail has been set out is that they plan on doing like a 10 season to strain out for the 7 books. So we'll see how that goes. But we thought, me and Ricky, we could recast a couple of characters. We're not going to do the main 3 because I think in theory, you and me should think, they'll probably just get some 3 new kids, which is okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
yeah. So we took 4 characters. We went with Dumbledore, the headmaster of Hogwarts. We went with Professor Snape, the potions teacher, and Hagrid, the groundskeeper. And we also went with Professor McGonagall. So we are excited to talk about what we got for our characters. Are you, Ricky?
Yeah, I'm ready to go on this one. It was a little rough for me, but I think I found my way.
Yeah. So let's start off first off with Professor McGonagall. Of course, in the original movies was played by Maggie Smith, who we're surprised she lasted this long.
Yeah.
I was thinking like she ain't gonna live through this whole series, man. But she lived through the whole 8 movies. But Maggie Smith, who played the great teacher, Professor McGonagall. I think for my cast remake, if I had to do it for the TV series, it's a long shot, but I really would love to see Helen Mirren as Professor McGonagall. She's just a fantastic actress, and I kind of have a thing for her, but I think she'd be fun as McGonagall.
I agree. You were right, because she's at her age, she's still cooking it. Like she's still really good at acting, and she holds herself at a high standard and things like that.
And the other thing too, she last year was like the 20th anniversary of Harry Potter for the movies, and they did a Hogwarts tournament, like quiz tournament on TBS that was later put on HBO, and she was the host of it, and she was fantastic as the host of it. So I would love to see her in the Potterverse. So who do you have as your Professor McGonagall?
A very good actress, a little bit younger, but Olivia Colman. I know she's from is it The Crown?
She was on The Crown for a couple seasons.
Yeah, and she was also in a movie that I forgot she was in. One that we talked a lot about was that last Puss in Boots movie. She was Mama Bear.
Yes.
So she is a funny actress. She has great timing, and I think she would be a great.
I think what's great is I like how we both went with a Academy Award winning actress with Helen Mirren and Olivia Colman. I love Olivia Colman. She won the Oscar for The Favorite. She's the Mama Bear. She was also the villain in Mitchell's versus the Machines. She's just great. I love her. I will always remember her from Hot Fuzz as one of the cops.
See, I never seen Hot Fuzz, so
I'm gonna have to add that onto the list now for you. But she's just great. She's a fantastic actress. I like that choice. That's a good choice too. I like Olivia Colman. Speaking of professors, let's stick with the professors and let's go with Professor Snape, played by the fantastic Alan Rickman, who I don't think you can get anybody else better than Alan Rickman. So this is really big pair of shoes to fill in, because Alan Rickman was Snape, and I don't think I can think of anybody else that would play Snape. So I had a really hard time with this one. Probably you did too.
Yeah.
I went with Tim Roth as Professor Snape. If you remember, he was from Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction. A lot of people most recently will remember him from She-Hulk and The Incredible Hulk as Abomination. I like him because he plays a sinister character, but he can also have that low tone in his voice too. I would love to see his take as Sirius Snape, and I think it'd be kind of fun to say. But like I said, it's gonna be big shoes to fill, because Alan Rickman was Snape. So
yeah, and I agree with you. Roth is a very good actor. He plays his villains quite well.
Mm-hmm. What do you have for your?
Speaking of big shoes to fill, filling the shoes of Freddie Mercury is hard. So let's see if Remy Malek can do it for Alan Rickman. I honestly don't think he could, because Alan Rickman, as much as I'm not a huge Potter fan, he was very good as Snape, But Remy Malek is a really good actor. I know that his villain in the Bond movie, it didn't come across as I was hoping it would. But I think he could still pull it off. He was decent enough that I think he could do it.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's a good choice as him as Professor Snape, because Snape is that very low tone, and he could do that low tone voice too, of just kind of sounding, what are you children up to today? Just kind of like in that.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like in that. Because I'm with you. Like on the last Bond movie, he was the villain, but I just wish they had more screen time with him.
Yeah,
gave him a purpose why he was evil, because it just felt kind of meh,
Yep.
Especially when you're coming off of where you had Christoph Waltz as from Spectre, and then you had Javier Bardem for Skyfall. It's like those two guys played villains really good, and then with Remy Malek, it was just kind of blah. So.
Yeah.
But no, I like that choice. I think he'd be great as Snape as too. Someone's got to take care of the school grounds, and it's got to be Hagrid, right? So we got to get a Hagrid here. I went with a good choice. I think would be great, because I love this guy, and he's so great. I went with Stephen Fry. A lot of people remember him from The Hobbit as the mayor. He's the voice for the guide. He's the narrator for the guide in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He's in another movie I love, V for Vendetta. He just is that guy that can be so nice and so loving and caring, that I picture that's what Hagrid is. And Stephen Fry could be that type of guy. That the thing I love about Hagrid, the thing I love about Hagrid's character is he's the type of guy that just buys random stuff from random people, and it's like, what are you doing with a dragon's egg? Why are you a friend with a spider? It's just Hagrid, do you have any friends really?
Do you have
How
any
much
human friends?
Like, how much stuff are you buying at Diagon Alley and Leaky Cauldron and all the places? Where are you getting all this shit from? So, but no, I like Stephen Fry. I think he'd be a good choice.
My choice was someone that I've seen in movies like Paul, and I know I haven't seen Hot Fuzz, but Nicholas Frost. He does a lot of movies with Simon Pegg. He's a funny actor, and I think the same thing as you. I think he has that caring smile, and that he would be really super nice to the kids, and yeah, I could see him too with a bunch of weird ass stuff, in his house, and a big dog. Oh my god, that dog from the Harry Potter movies. I could see him, just having Fang hang out at the house like it's nothing. So my choice is Nick Frost.
Nice. I love that. I think I had that as a second choice too, but that's a good choice as well. I like that. I love Nick Frost, especially in the Cornell trilogies with Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and World's End. I love him. Him and Simon Pegg are just so funny together. They are just great comic duo. Last but not least, we need someone to run the school, and we need a headmaster. So we figure, hey, let's get we got to cast Professor Dumbledore. I went with one that me and my wife thought that they should have cast this as Dumbledore for the Fantastic Beasts series. Of course, it went to Jude Law, but I thought you could get Jared Harris. Now, who is Jared Harris, you're asking? He's been in a lot of stuff. He's been one of the movies I really loved him in. It was the Man from U.N.C.L.E. He is Richard Harris's son, who, if you don't know, Richard Harris was the original Dumbledore in the first two movies. So why not get another Harris to play Dumbledore?
Why not?
Me and my wife, we were really saying that Jared Harris should have been Dumbledore in the Fantastic Beasts, because perfect aging, perfect timing, fit perfect for that. So why not? But I have Jared Harris, he's a fantastic actor. Check his work out. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, why not? Like, if he is a splitting image of his father, then why not? I went with someone that I like, and I know he's more famous for playing Jean-Luc Picard, but I thought Patrick Stewart would be a good Dumbledore. He's got that British charm, is what I like to call it. And he
Shut up, Wesley.
Yeah, and he also has a good head on his shoulders. That's what you need, is a headmaster, like the one that runs the whole school. You need a good head on your shoulders. So my choice is Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I love that. I think that'd be a good choice. I'm just picturing him telling "Shut up, Snape."
Oh yeah, that would be funny.
Or what we like to play is the game of "Shut up, bitch."
Oh God. That'd be funny.
No, that's a good choice. I like the choices that we have. What are some of your guys' choices? Who would you recast and remake in Harry Potter TV series coming soon to Max? We'd love to hear it. Go to our Facebook page at Into the Multiverse of Entertainment Podcasts on Facebook, or email us at intothemo@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to us on YouTube, leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. We love your thoughts and comments. Hey, Ricky, have you seen that one movie?
Which one, Mitch?
The one about the guy that saved all the people that saved Hollywood.
What the hell are you watching?
Here's this game again. I promise I'll try not to break you this time, Ricky, as last time.
Yeah, well, that one, we won't go into it, but that one almost killed me. You would have to go find a new co-host.
You've probably heard of this game before. It's been called different things, but basically what we take is a movie and just give it a horrible explanation, explain it badly to the other, and see if they can guess what it is. We both pick three movies. We have fun with this. Ricky, I think you want to go first, right? You want to give me a shot?
Because I think I can. I think I could. You could go. You're gonna go 0 for 3.
Oh,
okay?
Ooh, I love this. Okay,
and there's no theme. It's just random as hell. I got 86, 2002, and 1994.
Okay. Let's go 1994.
Okay. This lawyer should have been around when the guy cheated on Press Your Luck. Unfortunately, he had to deal with a 1950s quiz show instead.
Oh, that's a good movie. That is Quiz Show.
Dang it. Yes, I didn't think you would get it.
Oh, I know
Okay.
that story. That's a good story. That is a great story.
I have not seen it, but
No. Not just a movie, but it's based on a true story. But if you go look up the story of that, it is a wow, just a wow story.
well, I shouldn't have been that cocky, but that's okay.
Don't get penisy, kid.
Yeah. I got 2002 and 1986.
Let's go 86.
Okay. A shady as fuck record producer thinks he can manage wrestling like he did his band, but it's not as easy in the world of professional wrestling.
Oh my god, I think I know this one, but I'm just because it had like a lot of wrestlers in it too.
Oh yeah.
Like it had Lou Albano. I think Hulk Hogan was in it, maybe.
No. Think his rival.
Yeah. Yeah, Ric Flair. I don't know. You've got me stumped because I know the movie, but I can't think of the name of the movie.
It's called.
I'll give it a shot. Like Power. I don't know.
No, Body Slam.
Body Slam. That's what it is. Yes.
And the theme song's like this cheesy 80s one.
Yeah.
I actually watched it a couple weeks back, so I was like, I'll pick that one. And
yeah,
and
it
it
had
had
like a lot of wrestlers in it too.
So basically it's like they did the rock and wrestling thing, and he took him on tour, but he was a shady as fuck record producer, and it had Rowdy Piper and the Tonga Kid, and Lou Albano and the Wild Samoans. It had a lot of wrestlers.
It also had Dirk Benedict, Faceman from A-Team. He was the main actor.
Yes.
Yeah, as Harry.
Yeah, Harry Smilak.
Yeah, you had Fatu, you had Roddy Piper. Oh,
So
God,
you remember the other day when I texted you I was watching a movie and a midget said a
oh, that's the thing you were telling me
gay
about.
slur?
Yeah.
That midget was funny. I don't know who the actor is, but like he was a dick, and I can't.
Oh, I know who it is. It's Billy Barty.
Yeah, I cannot repeat who. I mean, some of the things he said, but he was like, he called him that slur a few times in that movie. I was like, you could tell this is the 80s because that would not fly nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to my last one.
And this is 2002, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Man, I would love to take a dip with this girl. But unfortunately, if I break up after a one night stand, she goes psycho on me.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go.
Now think of the clue, a dip.
Yeah, it's Swim Fan.
Yeah. Oh God, I thought I could trick you. Damn you.
This is how geeky I know my shit. I'm sorry. And the sad part is I've never seen that movie, but I've seen trailers for that movie where it has Erica Christensen.
And that's who I had a thing
stalker.
for her. Yeah. I don't want to admit it because I don't think she's in anything now, but I had a little bit of a thing for her, and I've seen the movie on HBO after it was out for a few years. And like basic premise is like she moves from Kentucky to live with her like mentally challenged brother.
Yeah.
And she seduces this kid that's like an all-American swimmer and has a girlfriend and stuff. Well, he rejects her after the one night stand, and the rest is history. The best part of that movie though, because you got to remember it's 2002. She sends a nude pic of herself, but it takes forever to load because it's dial-up.
Yeah. Oh, refresh. Like that whole.
Well, but it's in the school library. Yeah. Well, I was very cocky, and you got 2 of the 3, so.
Yeah, not bad. All right. I've got my 3 for you.
Okay.
All right, so we got 1994, 1989, and 2016.
Ooh, wow. I'll go with 2016.
If this was in New York, people would sing, "I'm walking here" on the streets. If this was in New York City, people would sing, "I'm walking here" on the streets.
Oh. Is it Sing?
Oh!
No, La La Land.
Oh, you bastard. I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it is. That's one of my favorites.
I like that movie. I'm walking here, asshole. All right. We got 1989 or 1994.
1994.
All right. A drug addict girl takes advantage of a mentally challenged boy.
A drug addict girl. Is it a comedy? Oh, you can't really.
Again,
Is it 1994? Is that Forrest Gump?
yeah.
It is. Oh. He was a drug addict. Yeah,
He was a drug addict.
Oh.
All right. Here's your last-
1989.
1989. Here we go. A young prince finds the perfect woman, one that doesn't talk.
Young Prince. She doesn't talk. Huh. Is it Mannequin?
Oh!
No.
No.
I was looking for The Little Mermaid.
Oh, you serious? I love this game because yeah, you're right. I mean,
The perfect woman, the one that doesn't talk.
talk. I'm sure your wife's not gonna like this episode.
Yeah, yeah, I'll probably get punched in the face, but it's okay. Not bad though. You went two for, one. Well, you went 1 for 3, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're getting good.
Ricky!
Yep.
Nostalgic Zone.
Yeah, we're gonna go a little discussion here. I think this would be a good time to talk, Ricky. Since you are 40, I thought of some movies we could talk about in the nostalgic zone here. We decided movies that are turning 40 as well from 1983. So you and I, we both had a discussion on picking 3 films from 1983 that we like, that are really good to watch. And then we also have a couple honorable mentions. And I'm actually going to go down a list of the top 10 grossing movies of 1983. So should be an interesting one to see, right?
Now, my question on that one is it the money they made in 83 or is it adjusted for?
I have it both. I have both
Okay.
amounts, actually.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep. I know, that's the accountant side of me being all dorky. Jeez.
Hey.
So we're going to talk about a couple movies from 1983. First one I like to talk about. I don't know if this was one you've seen. I saw this in high school, and it's actually really good. I would tell people to check this out. It's The Outsiders.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's a Francis Ford Coppola movie of a coming-of-age crime drama that takes place in the around 1965 in Oklahoma. So it's basically, you kind of have like, the preppy boys versus like, the pony boys. You have the high society boys. So it's kind of like, oh, we're rich and cool, and you're just greaseball boys,
Greaseball. Yeah, that was 65.
Yeah. So it's in that tone, but it's based off the same book that came out. It's got an all-star cast too. You have Ralph Macchio, Matt Dillon, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez,
Wow.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, I mean, you have a stellar cast for this show. It came out in March of 83, critically acclaimed, and really good movie. I would tell people go watch this. It's really good. But check out The Outsiders.
Well, it's a good thing that you mentioned Tom Cruise because I guess I'll go here first. Risky Business. I would like to thank my brother-in-law Nate and his brother Kevin. It was a couple years back. I was there and they asked if I ever seen it. And I said, no, I haven't. And it's got a pretty good cast too. Tom Cruise, Rebecca De Mornay, which damn, she was hot in this movie. And Curtis Armstrong, which you might know as
Booger.
Yeah, Booger. And then Bronson Pinchot, which you might know as Balky. And
From
then-
Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, and there was another guy in it, and I didn't write his name down, but I wrote down Guido is who he played. He's a famous
Okay.
guy. Like if you look him up, you'd know who he is. Basic story is that Tom Cruise's character Joel is like a high school senior, and his parents go out of town, and he cuts loose. Well, he hires a escort for the night, but things go south real quick because she kind of wants to get out of it, and Tom Cruise is like, "Well, I'm rich. I can help you get out of it." Very good movie. Very 80s. They I don't think there's any nudity in it, but there is a lovemaking scene on a train. That was cool. And also a scene where he loses his car in the river because of the pimps and stuff that are coming after him. Really good movie. It shows how good Tom Cruise is, even at that young age. And his buddies at first, like Booger and them, are like, "Yeah, let's go, get the prostitute."
Mhm.
And then at the end, they were like, "Well, we shouldn't have done it." It's like, you motherfuckers, you screwed him over. But it's a very good movie, and unfortunately, I mean, the fortunate part is it does have kind of a happy ending at the end, but I won't get into it. But yeah, risky business.
Yeah, I remember who the Guido guy was. It was Joe Pantoliano. You've seen like a lot of stuff. Like he was in
he's
Fugitive, The
famous.
Matrix. He has that face.
Yeah.
Bad Boys. So, no, that's a really good movie. Definitely tell people to check that out. Yeah, 83 was a year of Tom Cruise. I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Outsiders and Risky Business. But I mean, he had a big year. He also had another movie that came out that same year called All the Right Moves with him and Craig T. Nelson. So 1983 was the year of Tom Cruise.
Yeah. And he still had better. The crazy thing in that is he still had better years to come.
Yeah. The next one I've got that's on my list here is a funny, hilarious comedy. I don't know if you ever saw this, but Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy.
I've saw bits and pieces, but I haven't seen it all the way. But
this comes from John Landis, who of course brought us Animal House. The story is about these two brothers who are played by Ralph Bellamy and Don Amici, as they try to make a wager that they can make someone's life horrible and make someone's horrible life better. And it's all bet on for $1. So they basically take one of their workers who's a well-mannered, educated worker and who's engaged to the Duke's grandniece, and they decide to blackmail him. He gets fired, loses everything, loses his fiance, loses all his money, and then they see a homeless guy on the street and decide to make him rich and powerful, and they find out that he's very street smart, and it gets him well recognized in the business.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny where it's like you see both roles get switched, and then they realize that the bet is happening, and they decide to get back at him. It's got a great cast too, with also Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, and then you have Jamie Lee Curtis in this. She's great. Paul Gleason, which I will say people should know, it's the principal from Breakfast Club. Come on.
Oh, okay.
He's in this too. He's pretty good. But yeah, this is a funny movie.
Did you hear the Hollywood rumor that if you watch Coming to America, they're in that?
Yes, there is. They have a cameo.
Okay, because they're the same characters.
They are the same character. Yeah, because what happens is like, what is it? Eddie Murphy's character gives them like money because they're in a tent in a homeless little shanty thing.
Correct.
And he gives them money, and they're like, he's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
What was it? Montemere, we've got money. We could get rich again.
Yeah. I have to check that one out too. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's really funny. I would tell people check it out. It's really funny. What's the next one you got on your list?
With it being summertime around here, let's go on an old family fashion vacation with National Lampoon's Vacation, the original, starring Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Randy Quaid, cameo from John Candy.
Sorry, folks.
The park's closed, and I think the kids are Anthony Michael Hall and Dana something. Sorry, I don't know her last name. It's Dana something. But just your classic, dad wants to take the kids on a long road trip, and they don't want to, and Beverly D'Angelo really doesn't want to either, because she at the beginning she's like, let's just fly to Wally World, and Wally World is code for Disneyland if you didn't know, but I liked it. It's hilarious. It's classic Chevy Chase. It's not perfect by today's standards, especially there's a scene where they get stuck in St. Louis that is kind of a little risque for today's society, but it's funny. I like it, And then
sorry, folks.
and then I don't know who plays Roy Wally. Oh, that's the other thing too. Yeah, you're trying to mask this as it's not Disneyland, but you have him called Roy Wally. I mean, come on, Roy Disney.
It's Eddie Bracken, and you will remember him as Mr. Duncan from Home Alone 2, the toy shop owner.
Oh, okay, yeah. So good movie.
That's a good one. I like that. Sorry, folks. My daddy told me I'm the best French kisser.
Oh, I forgot that line. And then the dog dies too, because he's trying to get the luggage on the car, and
oh god.
Which, by the way, I know that it's kind of making fun of hillbillies, but Randy Quaid and that whole family, oh my god, they're hilarious. They're just funny as a poor redneck family.
Oh god. Oh man, that's a good one. So my final one I want to talk about is actually a really good one. I want people to check out. And it's funny, it's hilarious. If you're a Monty Python fan, why the hell have you not watched this one yet? Yes, Holy Grail is probably one of their better ones, and Life of Brian is funny too, but The Meaning of Life by Monty Python is just so damn hilarious. You have some great stories of where it, one story is like the birthing, and it's like, oh, you brought the machine that goes ping, and they just leave the mom there to like, all right, you got this. All right, we're gonna head out. Like the doctors just leave.
Oh my! I haven't seen this.
Oh god! Oh man! I've got to find it, see if it's streamed on anything for you to watch.
Okay.
There's one part where John Cleese is like teaching this all boys school about sex education, and like his wife comes into the classroom, and like the bed comes out from behind the chalkboard, and so he's showing them how to have sex with a woman, or the penis enters the woman, and the woman will give nice gentle thrust, and she'll do like a thank you, dear.
God.
It's just so funny. There's like one part where there is you get the song of Every Sperm is Sacred.
Oh Lord.
Look on the bright side of life.
I've heard that song. I have heard that one.
Isn't it awfully nice to have a penis? Isn't it awfully nice to have a dong?
Oh god.
It's just funny. It's one I love watching. It's fun. It definitely check it out. It's Monty Python's The Meaning of Life.
Well, let's end this one on a happy Christmas note. A Christmas Story, starring Peter Billingsley, Melinda Dillon, and Shepard was the voice, which I think he was the writer of the book.
He is the writer
and
of the book.
then McGavin, last name McGavin.
Oh yeah,
he was the dad in Billy Madison and the dad in this, and I think we've kind of beaten it to death back when we did our Christmas episodes, but he just wants his red rifle BB gun. But I was surprised it was 83, and so was my mom. She thought it was actually an older movie. I said no, it's set in the 40s, but it came out in 83. So
yeah,
but it's a good movie.
No, I really like it. It's funny. It's one that we always watch around Christmas time once a year. And if you haven't seen the sequel for it on HBO Max, check it out. It's actually really good.
And it's funny. That one's heartwarming. That's
heartwarming too.
It's hard to watch.
So it's hard to watch, but for something that tries to be a sequel to the original, it actually was really good. So, the whole "you'll shoot your eye out" you know, uh, yeah, I do like, you know, that Scott Farkas. Okay, yeah, sorry, he's a fellow ginger. Okay, we're all not dickheads. Okay.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're not a Scud Farkas. I could tell you
No,
that.
but you could like quote that movie for all the famous lines from it, like the whole
Bodysuit.
yeah. Come back, come back. I triple dog dare you.
Yeah.
But no, we got a couple honorable mentions though, because there was quite a lot of good movies in 1983. I'll do my two honorable mentions. One, it's very pop culture too. It's Scarface. Al Pacino. Playing Tony Montana, the Colombian drug. Really go watch this. It's really worth it. It's very popularized with the whole "Say hello to my little friend."
Yeah, because I've never seen it, but that's the only thing I know about it. Because
Mhm.
it's kind of violent, and I'm not really into, violent movies. But
No, but it's really good movie, especially directed by Brian De Palma, who did another movie I love the best is The Untouchables. But written by Oliver Stone, you have Al Pacino, you have Michelle Pfeiffer, a very young Michelle Pfeiffer, F. Murray Abraham, Robert Loggia. He's in this. Definitely worth a watch, people. I like it. It's a good movie, and it's very pop culture centric because of it. Kind of has a cult following in a way, especially with musicians and athletes. If you ask them what's one movie you got to watch all the time, they always will say Scarface. And last but not least, this is a guilty pleasure, and I know people are going to give me shit about it, but I loved this movie as a kid, and I still like it now as a grown-up. Kroll. This was a sci-fi fantasy movie that the best way to describe it is it's kind of like Lord of the Rings, but done cheap.
Oh God. Okay,
But
that sounds.
you have
creepy.
Liam Neeson in this. You have Robbie Coltrane. You have it's basically a monster takes the princess away, and so there's a quest to go and save the princess. And the cool thing I like about the show is, the main character, Colwyn, he carries this weapon that's called the glaive, and it looks like kind of like a frisbee like thing with like 5 daggers on each side.
Yeah.
And he could control it, and it's a badass thing. And the fight scene with the main villain is like, wow, that is so green screen. That is so green screen. Wow, that's horrible. But it's a guilty pleasure for me. But Kroll.
Well, I didn't have an honorable mention, but I did look one up. Now, I have not seen this movie, but I'm still going to give it an honorable mention. War Games with Matthew
I love War
Broderick and
Games.
Ali Sheen. I know the basic premise. He I guess he logged into a computer through the FBI or something, and
Through NORAD.
NORAD, and he gets in a fight with Russia, and he thinks it's just a game, but in reality, it's real life. And I've seen bits and pieces. I need to go back and finish watching it because I've seen it at different parts, but not all together.
Oh yeah,
And-
you got to watch this. It's really good. I like it.
It's a good movie from what I've seen, and it's
Yeah.
very 80s. And I don't want to give anybody any suggestions to go hack into our mainframes and go after Putin, but
No, and the one person I remember from it too, Dabney Coleman. Oh man, he's in this. He's great. Awesome one you brought up there. I like War Games. That's a good one. Do you want to play a game? Which just kids don't
And
hack
now
into
that's-
NORAD, okay?
And now that's what the guy on Saw says. Oh Lord.
You want to play a game?
No, I've only seen one of those and about threw up. And no, I'm not.
Ricky, the game we're gonna play is Boggle.
Okay, I'll play Boggle.
We're gonna play Boulder Dash. I did bring up a fun list, though, we can talk about, though, with the 83 movies. I did the top 10. Now, before we start, there is a disclaimer. I know there's one you nerds out there going like, why the fuck are you not talking about the big one? Stay tuned. Come back to the next episode because we're going to go on to discussion about that movie as we celebrate it. So, I'll just say that.
Okay. I was like, what big one are you talking? Okay.
Yep. But here is your list of the top 10 movies of 1983 grossing. Number 10, it's all right movie. Superman 3 with Richard Pryor in it. It's
I heard it wasn't that good.
Yeah, it was the first one without Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor.
Oh.
So, yeah, it was like, I guess the best part is you see drunk Superman. That's it, you know.
Oh.
You get to see Christopher Reeves fight Christopher Reeves. So, it made just under 60 million that year, but if you gross that to today's money, that is 182 million. But didn't really make a whole lot of money because if you check the budget with that with today's standard, it was 118 million dollars to make that movie. So it
didn't make any money.
It I guess it broke even almost, I guess you would say. Number 9, this is what you talked about, Ricky. National Lampoon's Vacation grossed just a little over $61 million, but today's standard was 186 million on a budget of today's standard 45 million. So made a good profit there. Next one we're going to talk about here. At number 8, this is one we did a skip for last week. This is a really good movie. We tell people go check out. Is Mr. Mom. Funny movie, Michael Keaton. This grossed 63 million. Today's standard be about 191 million. Was working on a budget of 15 million, so it made its money, people.
Those are the ones I like to hear, that the budget was nothing and then they broke the bank.
Yeah. So definitely go check that out. It's a funny movie. Number 7, another one you talked about, Ricky. Risky Business.
Oh, really?
Yeah, number 7 grossed just almost $64 million. But if you do that by today's standard, be 193 million with $19 million for the budget. So not bad, especially for a movie that a lot of people, it was one of those quiet ones you didn't see coming. So number 6, this one's kind of a fun one to talk about. Number 6, it's John Travolta, directed and written in a movie that was directed and written by Sylvester Stallone. Staying Alive. Now, Ricky, I don't know if you know what Staying Alive is. Do you want to know?
Oh, I do. So I know what it is. It's the sequel to Saturday Night Fever.
Exactly.
And it's like he's in a Broadway play or something.
Yeah, he decides he wants to do a Broadway play, and he's trying to, do his best to be a top star. A lot of critics didn't like it, but it did make its money. It made 64 million. By today's standard, 197 on a budget of only $67 million. So it did make some money.
Yeah, its brother movie was better. I haven't seen Staying Alive, but I like Saturday Night Fever better.
Yeah, Saturday Night Fever is a really good movie. Plus, it's the Bee Gees. You can't go wrong with the music of the Bee Gees. So,
and they were in that one?
No, they weren't. No.
Oh, yeah, that probably hurt it.
Yeah. Number 5. I just like to say the name of this movie. So I might giggle at the end of this. Octopussy. James Bond, Roger Moore himself in Octopussy. Just made just under $68 million on a today's standard be about $206 million on $83 million budget. So it made its bank, but not that much as they were hoping for. But you want to know another funny story though, Ricky?
Yeah.
In 1983, there was another Bond movie called Never Say Never Again with Sean Connery, directed by the director who did Empire Strikes Back.
Oh.
Yeah. And what's funny is that movie was not produced by Eon Productions, which have done all the James Bond movies. So it was, and the thing with Never Say Never Again, it was basically a remake of 1965's Thunderball. So it's like, okay, why do it?
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it was just Sean Connery tried to do like a goodbye letter to James Bond. Like, I'm done. There you go. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Number 4, the one that you mentioned for an honorable mention here, War Games. Made just under $80 million that year. Today's standard be about 241 with a $37 million budget. So not too bad. Number 3, one that I talked about, Trading Places. 90, just under over $90 million at a today's standard of 274 million with only a budget of 45 million. So that's not too bad. Not bad for a comedy, especially a rated R comedy. Number 2, you're going to find this kind of fun. Flashdance was number 2 on the list of.
See, and
movies.
I was gonna write that down, but because I haven't seen it, I felt that was not fair to the movie.
The thing I would say for people to watch that movie, it's a good story, but I would also say the music is great for that movie. Like the music fits that movie perfect.
Yeah.
And it was number 2 with just under $93 million. With
Wow.
today's standard, $282 million. Here's the kicker. Only cost that movie $21 million. So cha-ching, baby.
Yeah.
And you want to take a guess what number 1 is, Ricky?
The movie we're gonna talk about on the next episode.
Yes. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. The last one of the original trilogy. Like I said, we're going to have a big discussion about this on the next episode. So stay tuned for the next episode. But it made $247 million. In today's standard, that's about $750 million on a $129 million budget. So I guess you could say it did make its money. I guess you would say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know much about Star Wars. Have you heard about Star Wars?
I've heard of it a little bit. You're probably now. Okay, I'll wait till next episode, but yeah, I it's kind of low on my list. We'll just say that.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. But no, those are your top 10 movies of 1983. What are some of your guys' favorite movies of 1983? We'd love to hear you. Check us out on Into the Multiverse of Entertainment podcast at Facebook. Or email us at intothemo@gmail.com. Also, leave us comments on YouTube, Amazon, Spotify. Leave us some comments and feedbacks. Thoughts and comments, people. Thoughts and comments.
Thoughts and comments, yeah.
That's my new thing now. Thoughts and comments.
Uh-oh, we're coming to the end. See? This is a big ending. Wait! Where are you going?
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, we haven't mentioned. Speaking of mentioning things, it's been a few episodes since we've cracked open a story.
Yeah, I know, right? Shh. Still not sponsored, folks. Still not sponsored.
Not yet.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that starry check, though, man.
We'll get it. Don't worry.
We'll get it eventually. Oh no! What another fantastic episode of Into the Multiverse. Happy birthday, Ricky! I hope you have a great 40th birthday.
Thank you.
Hopefully, if y'all out there, give him some happy birthday wishes. If you see him in public, you know who he is. Give him a high five. Tell him happy birthday. Tell him what you think. Hopefully, nicely. Hopefully, you don't sit there and tell him the Cowboys suck and Broncos eat dick, or he's a nice guy. People,
don't throw a milkshake in my face or.
What? This isn't. Was it whack or was it? What was the McDonald's ripoff in Coming to America?
It was McDowell's.
McDowell's. Yeah.
It was called the McDowell's. With no mention. I can't remember what year was that because I like that movie. I wish that was 83. I think it was 88 though.
Yeah, it was 88.
88 or 89.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1988.
Oh.
Still a good movie.
Hey, it's got one of my favorite actors in it, Louis Anderson.
Oh yeah.
And then Nick Fury himself tries to rob the McDowell's.
Yeah, as the hold-up man.
Oh god.
Oh, don't forget Arsenio Hall. He's great in that. I love Arsenio Hall.
Great cast.
Yeah, James Earl Jones, come on. Oh man, but I think that's a good time I think we should give back Brian his car so that he can park it safely, maybe, hopefully. Oh, fuck. Here we go again. I'm going to piss off those people.
Let's just end it now.
Yeah, let's just end it while we can. So we're going to hop back in the car and we're going to hop out the multiverse of entertainment. But be back next week. We're going to talk about Star Wars. Star Wars. You know why, Ricky?
Because we like you? Oh, that's the Mickey Mouse theme. Sorry.
Yeah. Because next week we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
I can't believe it. I can't.
Yeah. I know, man. It's coming, and we're gonna have a good chat about that. So I think we'll be excited to talk about that and other things on other episodes too. Anything else you want to add to that, Ricky?
No, just excited about our discussion about Star Wars, because I always like talking Star Wars. So, and thanks for all the birthday wishes ahead of time. And, just leave us a shout out on the Facebook page, and Mitch will get back to me about it. I'm not really a Facebook person, but
we love you, Ricky. So, all right, as always, safe travels
and safe entertaining yourself.
Hey you, thanks for sticking through and listening into the Multiverse of Entertainment podcast. If you are a fan of this podcast and like what you heard, be sure to subscribe to us on Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcast from to be notified for new episodes. Please leave us feedback or suggestions for future episodes. And as always, safe travels and safe entertaining yourself.